points for an extended period of time, and then he completely flipped that match to get the pin himself on Enrique Mungia.
Well, he definitely did it the hard way.
Yeah. We move on to 197, Rune Lawrence for West Virginia. Brock Zurawski of Ryder. Again, the Mountaineers in command now, 22-10 with 2 matches remaining. 197, Rune Lawrence, Brock Kaler, the freshman at heavyweight.
Oh, that was nice. Didn't get the takedown yet, though. Nice job by Zurawski in countering that, facing towards him, took another shot, and he's going to end up with a takedown.
Zurawski countered well and scores first. Lawrence 6-2 on the year so far.
Yeah, when Lawrence sort of tried to snap him through, he almost snapped him right on his foot. So.
And Jared, these two wrestlers have a history as well.
They do. It was Zurawski coming out on top the last time that they met last season. You know, Zurawski, you know, MAC, you know, a MAC champ, an NCAA qualifier. He had a huge upset in the opening round of NCAAs, one of the biggest upsets in that opening round over number 7 Wyatt Volkner. And, you know, just a tough guy with experience, and that's tough for Rune, especially in a tight match like this. But Rune throws the headlock as they go out of bounds. Zurawski gets the hips down to the mat.
There's the whistle. 1:44 to go. Again, Zurawski with the takedown in this period. Zurawski moving from 184 to 197. And as Jared mentioned, great success last year, winning his opening round NCAA tournament match. Mountaineers with the 22-10 lead. Again, West Virginia looking to start the season 5-0 in dual meet competition for the first time since the early 1990s.
Yeah, those were some good teams.
Yeah, the era of Dean Morrison in that time frame.
Yeah, Scott Collins, both my brothers. Yeah, they were pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Scott Collins and Dean Morrison, both national champs, the first 2 in program history.
Dominic Black, a lot of high-end friends now.
Final 20 seconds here of the first period, and
ooh, nice
Lawrence in on a shot. Mountaineers want the points.
Going to try to hook the leg if he can.
Got 10 seconds.
Now he's got him trapped a bit. Well, they give him 3 that time. I'm going to guess there's going to be a brick thrown over that, but yeah.
And there it comes. All right, so the challenge coming after the buzzer here in the first period. Rune Lawrence, that shot with about 12 seconds left in the period.
You know, nice double leg that he, nice shot, did a decent job of driving that through.
A couple of the legends you talked about there, Tony.
Yeah, exactly right. Actually, Scott's here today. I saw him a little earlier, right before we went on the air, here with his dad.
They're going to take a look at what was awarded on the mat, a takedown for Rune Lawrence that would put him in front 4-3.
They did a nice job with the double leg. He takes it and drives it through. Thought they might have had it initially before, but there holds him in danger a little bit. I don't know. We'll see.
You can see the shadow of the brick come over the mat there in the final, you know, after that buzzer sounded. And we'll see how they sort this out.
I thought he had him a little potentially right there is a little bit more likely that he gets the takedown in that spot, really. because Tim Flynn is ready to throw the brick because he says that's a takedown earlier, right? So this could be one of those situations where they go, yeah, where we ruled it might not have been a takedown, but we think he had it earlier, so yeah.
Well, we saw that earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Very early in the match,
right,
where there was a takedown that was challenged, and the officials said, well, initially it wasn't, but eventually it was.
See what he says this time. 3.
So the 3 points stay on the board.
2 near fall.
Oh.
So they throw the brick to say there shouldn't have been a takedown and end up not only losing the challenge, but end up giving up 2 near fall at the same time.
So Lawrence's lead is 6-3.
That backfired.
A big swing there. That was very great. A very great move from Rune there with the little foot half there. He felt that he was able to get that exposure, and as soon as Zurawski kind of punched through, he was in that crotch lock, went to go through the scramble. Rune kind of kept that composure, hooked that head with his foot there, held it for a couple more seconds, and that's most likely what it got him those additional back points then after the 3 was awarded.
And now they're in almost the exact same spot, same position, only reversed. And it looks like we're going to have Zurawski get himself a nice takedown on that.
That puts him in front.
I think he did a nice job with that. You know, it was a good opportunity. He got himself out, got himself on top. You know, so obviously he had a great, in terms of national tournament, beats a guy who's ranked really high, so it just shows you some talent and some abilities. The challenge for all of these guys, when you're ranked in this position where these guys are, is consistencies, right? They were showing some ability to beat some top-level people from time to time, and the question is how consistent can you be in bringing that same energy match in and match out, right? And those are the differences in some of these areas. So we're tied up at 7 as Lawrence gets out.
And it goes back to, you know, a common theme from this season, talking to the coaches for these programs is, you know, like you said, Tony, making sure that that trajectory kind of stays even, stays on that linear path instead of, you know, battling those ups and downs of a season, because wrestling's grueling on its own. But whenever you go through those ups and downs of the season and the wins and losses, it makes it even harder.
Yeah, it's hard enough. The idea is not to make it harder than it already is, right? So, and those inconsistencies have to do with a lot of things that sometimes aren't even about the wrestling match. They have to do with how well I manage things through the week in terms of my energy level and my weight. There's a shot by Zurawski. Nice job, nice counter by Lawrence. It's got him pinned down there, which you'd like to see. There's only a couple seconds left. But again, attack him from that spot, right?
7-7 headed to the 3rd. Zurawski, a junior, has got some experience, and he came into today ranked number 21 in the country. And of course, Lawrence coming off his freshman year. We have a little blood with Zurawski, it appears.
Yeah, he's had that bandage there on his cheek, and oddly enough, in wrestling, it looks like he's been hit in the face a couple of different times, and a little blood related to that.
So they tend to him. Mountaineers trying to go 4-0 at home in the early portion of the dual meet schedule. Again, wins over Glenville State, Princeton, Appalachian State last weekend. And this is what's coming up. Cliff Keen Invitational. Everyone looks forward to that in Las Vegas in early December. And then back-to-back matchups against ranked opponents on the road at North Carolina and Oklahoma State. That's the next home dual meet for the Mountaineers against number 5 Oklahoma State, the Titans of this Big 12 conference for many, many years now.
They are, man, and man, do they have a tough team again. And honestly, the program with David Taylor at the helm is only going to continue to improve. The longer that you allow David Taylor to recruit these nationally ranked kids out of high school and then, you know, have their first taste of college wrestling and inside of a college room being him at the helm is only going to help that Oklahoma State program.
So there's a warning for stalling on top because he basically put the leg in and it stood up and didn't do anything. Now, he does have a riding time advantage now, so technically the score is tied,
yeah,
right? Obviously, don't put the point on the board until the end of the match, so a takedown for Lawrence. Well, for either one of them, really, but a takedown for Lawrence looks like we're going to get another blood issue.
Well, now we had the official over to the scorers table. So that whistle comes with 1:15 left in this third period. Were we checking the score over there?
I don't know.
8-7, Lawrence has the lead on the scoreboard, but again, Zurawski has the ride time point at this moment with 1:13 of ride time. And they're going to go to the replay again.
I do not know what they are reviewing. Let's see if we can pick anything up here. There's the warning for stalling. Minute 33. I don't know. They can't say that he shouldn't have been warned for stalling. It's not like Lawrence is holding him up there, right? He's not doing those things that are saying, well, Zurawski put himself in that position. I'm not sure what they're reviewing.
Well, the warning again, you see it on the clock there with 1:36. And we're ready to restart with 1:15 on the clock.
Whatever it is.
Well, they reset the ride time.
Okay.
They took, what, about 4 seconds off his ride time, I believe.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Stay in here. Oh, he got his ankle picked. He stepped in too far, and he hasn't given up the takedown yet. There's a nice scramble. He's back in again. These guys are 197 pounds, man. Zurawski's in a pretty good spot. Lawrence holding on.
No points yet for either wrestler.
Well, now he's in a better spot. He's got himself locked pretty well, trying to free his foot if he can. There he does. He's got a chance to get to the corner here and still drive the corner. The shin wizard by Zurawski. Try to stay low. He limp arms out. Oh, man. Now Zurawski's got an advantage as he cracks down Lawrence. 20 seconds left,
yeah,
right?
running short here. We're going to go down under 20 seconds.
Lawrence trying to roll him through, but Zurawski's doing a nice job of keeping his hip low.
There's the whistle. 11 seconds left.
Neither of these guys getting out of position all too much. I mean, look at this. That's a Jordan Titus move.
Right?
It's a Jordan Titus 141-pounder move. We got 197-pounders hitting that in a scramble.
Lawrence in on a shot. He's got 5 seconds.
No, nothing yet, because Zurawski did a good job of countering, grabbing the leg. And we're going to go to sudden victory. Well, no, I don't think that's, our guy got a little ahead of himself there. There is the riding time factor, so we're going to go to sudden victory.
8 apiece. Again, Lawrence had the 8-7 advantage on the scoreboard, but the ride time, now we're going to double check that again. It went from 1:13 after the first review to 1:08, I believe. And
well, all you have to have is 1:00.
Right, exactly.
Right. 2 minutes. These guys have been scrambling around pretty good. This has been a really good match to watch. I'm sure from the coaching standpoint, they're like, you know, we sharpen up our offense a little bit. We split this score and we're not in sudden victory, but both guys doing a nice job of generating offense, but also the countering that they're doing. Lawrence got a chance. Zurawski sucked that up and that double underhooks. Let's try to bury that hip if he can, bury him down. Zurawski coming back up. Zurawski's in good shape, and Lawrence looks a little tired at this point in time, right? That was a big scramble at the end of that third period.
And I mean, that's tough. When you're the guy who initiates those final 2 scrambles of regulation, and then you're kind of on the ropes here to begin overtime.
Right? He's got him by the wrist, which is keeping Zurawski from being able to reach out and capture that far leg. But now is locked in a crotch. Man, this is trying to keep his head pinned down there. If he pops his head up, he's going to get the 3. Well, then he slides his hip out. He's got a chance to score if he really hustles around the corner here. He's got a chance to get that three. And there
it is.
To him.
Ryder thought they had it. They were pleading from the bench for the takedown. And again, Lawrence defended it and scored himself.
Wow, just a nice job by Lawrence to continue to fight. He was not in a good spot. And he continued to fight him, get around the corner. Now, you can see how tired he was, because even though he could get around the corner, he couldn't get his legs to move the way he wanted to. But man, what a high-end match between two guys ranked in the country. So here he is in this position. You see Zurawski try to pop his head on. As soon as he does, you see Lawrence slide his leg back through, which keeps it neutral, and then comes around the corner. And there's where they give the three, because he's got the leg on the side. 3 points and sudden victory. And that definitely seals the deal.
We wrap it up here.